On to breaking developments coming in this minute. Chief Minister Manohar Parrikar has said that he has asked state police officials in Goa to curb down drug menace as well as late-night parties in the state. Manohar Parrikar has asked the government employees to be in time for work without being absent from work hours and come in line within 7 days. Manohar Parrikar also said that the state budget, which would be presented in the Assembly on Friday, would take concerns of the state without giving much trouble to the locals there. Our correspondent Sanjana Chauhan has been tracking the very latest. Over to you, Sanjana. Bring us up to speed with the latest directives issued by the newly appointed Chief Minister.
Absolutely, Molly. Manohar Parrikar wasting no time there. He met with the police today and he's asked the state police officials to curb down the drug menace as well as the night parties, the late night parties in the state. This perhaps comes as a very important measure considering that right after the elections there was the very gruesome and very tragic rape and murder of British national Daniel McLaughlin in the state, which actually prompted the already very alert Chief Minister to get up and take notice of what was happening in the state. Perhaps why he's pressing in this action more importantly before anything else as soon as he came to power. Now, Parrikar has also asked the government employees to be in time for work without being absent from work hours. A comment line that has in fact come in within 7 days, and has also said that the state budget, which will, remember, be presented in 2 days from now, will be taking concerns of the state without giving much trouble to go on. So really Parrikar wasting no time, as the BJP has been doing in the state, not really dragging its feet, really pushing everything into action, just like all the parties and the local MLAs and the local parties felt, which is why they want Parrikar back to the state, because he's the kind of man that presses everything into action, takes control of the situation. So really we see a lot of that happening in Goa, with the BJP wasting no time.
Absolutely. And Sanjana, no surprises there, at least as far as Manohar Parrikar is concerned. He's known to issue these directives to the state officials, for example, about the work hours and being on time. This coming in from his earlier tenures as well. So no surprises here, but definitely the crackdown on late night parties is something that will cause some rumbling in the state there.
It will cause some rumbling in the state, Molly, but the thing is, the tourism also might be affected since Goa really thrives on that. It thrives on the nightlife, it thrives on the tourism, and it is a hot spot for several international tourists and even around the country to come in and, experience the nightlife. However, given the recent spate of incidents and given the increase in crime in the past couple of years, because let's not forget, this is not the isolated incident that took place in Goa. There has been the case of scarlet killing, and there has been several unreported cases of not just of Indian nationals, but foreign nationals from all over the world really facing a lot of issues when it comes to Goa and the crime. And also Parrikar over here kind of reiterating his power, coming back to the state to ensure that he's not forgotten. Let's just remember that he's come back after spending a fair amount of time at the center. So really Parrikar kind of storming into the state, showing everybody who's boss. But yet, like you said, it may not go down well in terms of tourism, but definitely a much needed measure in the state.
Certainly. So that's the latest coming in after Manohar Parrikar took charge of the state of Goa. Now all eyes also on the state budget, which will be presented in the Assembly on Friday. Parrikar saying that concerns of the state will be taken into account without giving much trouble to the local people there. Let's leave it there for the moment, Sanjana. Thank you very much for all of those updates. Crackdown on late night parties as well in store, as the Chief Minister has pointed out.